Welcome back once again to Cryptotica, guys. How are you all doing this Sunday evening? It's pretty hot and humid right here in my location, but let's take care of the analysis for the day as we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame at first. I don't know why I'm starting with the 12-hour, but this is the time frame which we have to put a lot of focus into, guys, because this is where your trend has started emerging good. Like essentially, your bull trend has started emerging good from this exact price point right here as we situated a good base onto $38,000 levels. We have been pushing higher again and again, getting supported by the 21 exponential itself and marching forwards down the line. Now, the daily candles have been opening and closing above 618, but I'm not going to put a lot of weight until we see this price action happening in the next week, which is going to be after 10 hours itself. So once you start trending on a new weekly basis above the 618 itself, that is when we can talk about potential takedown of $60,000 flat on Bitcoin itself. And after that, most likely we are going to be teleporting all the way towards 2618, sitting in at 6 digits Bitcoin at 100 and what's this number like? This is like $105,000 for Bitcoin itself, right? And that could mean good things for most of the altcoins, including Ethereum itself. So I don't have much to talk about on Bitcoin, guys. Remember, as far as this structure is being held, the higher low structure is being held, we are going to be trending all the way towards the upside. So essentially that would mean that your swing trade risk management, essentially your swing trade stop loss, is going to be below $44,000 flat on Bitcoin itself, most likely on a daily closing basis. Until we are closing our daily candles above 44,000 on Bitcoin itself, most of the crypto market is going to look like this, and Bitcoin is going to be trending all the way towards the one-on-one extension, probably happening in the coming week itself. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the first tier shitcoin. It's called Ethereum, which is kind of struggling below the 618, but the structure is looking fine with the $3,000 levels, guys. You can see right here, none of the daily candles closed below the $3,000 levels, and the price action got supported alongside the 21 exponential itself on the daily time frame, pushing the price action higher, setting in a base right here with this level. I think, yes, I would appreciate this sort of price action, as this is signifying strength coming from the $3,000 levels. And as far as this one is postured like this, most likely we keep on heading all the way towards the deep retracement levels at $3,800 flat, and maybe 4,000 as well down the line coming in this week. Now, guys, remember, this weekly candle is going to be closing above the 618 on BTC, but it's going to be below the 618 on Ethereum itself. Now, does that like is it going to be telling us some specific things about the price action on Ethereum for this week? Most likely not, but yes, on the first and the foremost hand, we would be want to look at a weekly candle closure above the 618. Now that would mean that Ethereum is poised for a retest of the previous all-time highs, and I don't think we do have much gap remaining from this exact point in time for all the way about the all-time high retest. Now this is a 35% move to the upside. Now most of the interesting things do start happening above the one-on-one extension, as the 1618 is on your $6,000 levels on Ethereum itself, right? And guys, remember, once your weekly trend is being established above this entire price point, this is where Ethereum goes next, and this, and this, and this, and this, so on and so forth, guys. We are not going to be talking about $20,000 Ethereum as of now, because that's a far-fetched opinion, guys. But in terms of the price action behavior looking like this on the weekly schedule itself, most likely we do get accumulated above the $3,000 levels, and we keep on pushing higher until your exponential is inclined like this. And most of the daily trends and the 3-day trends are looking like this. We keep on simply free floating all the way towards the upside. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at BNB right here. Now this one has initiated the move, guys. This is something which we have been waiting for almost a week, I think. Yes, we were getting accumulated alongside these levels right here on BNB, somewhere below 420 and somewhere above $400 levels. This one got reaccumulated right here, and with this bullish candle closure on the daily time frame itself, we did take this entire structure to the upside, and we are looking at a continuation move to the upside, guys. Remember, the target for BNB are above $500 levels, right? Now that could be aligning with 618. Yes, that is aligning with 618 itself, and most of the market is at 618, whereas BNB is trying to catch up with this level right here. And guys, remember, now if the weekly and the daily candle want to start trending above 618 itself, then we can talk about a retest of the previous all-time high on BNB, right? And that could mean that potential I don't know, potential price action happening all the way about 1618 at $1,000 BNB itself. Now this entire structure, this entire theory and postulation stays to be true until we are closing above $420 on a 12-hour or maybe a 4-hour closing basis as well, if you're aggressive as a trader, guys. Now I would be putting a lot of weight into 4-hour time frame itself, because we had crazy attempts onto $420 levels before we actually closed above this price point right here. And if we fail to hold this one, If we come back for a retest, this is the point of control which I would be looking at, guys, because we did establish a good looking support right here onto $400 levels on a 4-hour time frame itself. And until we are holding this entire structure, we keep on free floating all the way towards 520 at first and $600 at 786 and one-on-one extension at $700 BNB, real quick happening, right? Okay, so next up we have Cardano. Now this one is still under continuation motion, guys. If you want to be managing your risk in the small time frames with a tight stop loss, this is where your risk management is going to be at. This is going to be the $2.36 levels until Cardano is trending above this price point right here. We are going to be free floating all the way towards $3.2 level, sitting in at 1.618 extension, and that is our target, guys. Now remember, we have been talking about this target ever since we broke out of this entire zone, sitting in at $1.48 levels, right? And most likely we are going to be making all the way towards this price point, guys. Something like this is good. Essentially, this is the trend that you want to capitalize as a trader. If you are looking for bullish setups in the market, this is what you look like. This is what you look for, in fact, right? Now this one's trending fine with the 21 exponential or 12 time frame itself. Now this is a good looking trend, guys, and until we are situating our trends above the exponential 21 on the 12 time frame itself, we are fine. Cardano is completely fine, and most likely we do test $3.2 levels on Cardano itself, with smart contracts and a potential DeFi universe being unveiled on Cardano pretty soon. Now that's going to be crazy. Holy shit. This is a topic which I will talk about pretty soon, guys. Now I'll make an extensive video on Cardano DeFi. Holy crap, I can't believe I'll be making a video on Cardano DeFi pretty soon. But yes, this is happening. We have a new competitor finally in the space, which is going to be competing against Ethereum, BNB, Solana, and I don't know, shitloads of projects who are trying to DeFi or who are trying to NFT as well, I guess. But yes, Cardano is going to have a DeFi universe pretty soon, as smart contracts do roll out pretty soon. And essentially, do I feel that the smart contract rollout is going to be sell the news event? Most likely. In the small time frames, in the small to mid time frames, we could retest the previous all-time high. We could come back down all the way towards 2.4 after the rollout of the smart contracts on Cardano, and then maybe we can establish a base right here, and then we can eventually trend all the way towards $5 level, sitting in at 2.618 down the line for ADA, guys. Good looking price action structure, good looking piece of reaccumulation which happened for a very long time out of these levels, and once we start clearing this one to the upside, this move is going to be real, guys. As you can see, the volatility is expanding from nothing, which means that the move is going to be most likely a sustained move to the upside. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the next asset. We have Polkadot. Finally, we have some TA on Polkadot, right? So this one is all right. This one is falling short of the 600 itself. Now something like BNB is happening on Polkadot. We have a 20% leeway to the upside, guys. This is a buy signal for you guys right here for on Polkadot, or a continuation signal to the upside. Now this is not a financial advice. Am I trading Polkadot? Nope. Yes, I was, but I took down a huge chunk of position right here on these levels to shift to Solana, which is doing fine in the market as of now. And yes, we still have our targets aligned towards $120. Solana coming pretty soon as well, but no TA on Solana for this video, guys. I've been doing TA on Solana for the previous 4 videos, so you can check that out as well, as I do talk about levels and which are quite relevant as of now. I don't see any price action structure change in Solana as of now, right? So let's take a look at DOT, as this one is our last candidate, right? So on the 3-day itself, we can see that this one was a change in behavior. We did take this level to the upside. Essentially $25 on 3-day closing basis was taken out, and we are wanting to trend to the upside on 3-day schedule, guys. Now holy shit, now this is a crazy looking trend right here, starting from $10 flat, just simply free floating all the way towards $30, 3x coming from the bottom side. This is a crazy move to the upside, guys. I would expect some kind of consolidation below the 618 and maybe alongside this level right here above the 25 reads. Now remember, once you start trending below 25 levels on a daily basis, once again, that would call for a greater consolidation, coming back all the way towards $23 or maybe $22 as well coming down the line. But until you are situating a price action structure above the 25 reads on Polkadot, you're fine. You're completely fine. The trend is completely fine. This is absolutely gorgeous of a trend. I mean, essentially, look at this price action, guys. This is something which gives confidence to market participants. And essentially, most of the reads on RSI are above 60. good looking structure on RSI, guys. Now remember, we are not trying to catch the tops and the bottoms, but what we can do essentially is that we can wait for the momentum to wane out, and when the momentum starts waning out, you can start taking an exit from the asset as well. But for the time being, I feel that the structure is looking completely fine, and if the $25 levels are being held on a daily opening and a closing basis, most likely you will pull all the way towards 618, and like most of the crypto market is retracing all the way towards the deep levels, something like Avalanche as well. Avalanche is somewhere alongside deep retracement levels on $42 levels, I guess, as of now as well. And Polkadot is kind of replicating the same kind of price action. Little slow, but surely Polkadot is doing something like Avalanche itself. And well, if we talk about similar kind of price action targets, that could lead Polkadot all the way towards $40 levels coming in this week itself, potentially, right? And once we start trending above $40, that could give more confidence to the market, as this could eventually start brewing up all the way towards 1618, 2618 at $100 flat, and maybe even continuation move all the way towards some crazy fucking price action targets for you guys. Alright guys, with that said, I'm going to be winding up this video right here, and I hope to catch all of you in the next video pretty soon. Bye for now.